with the foot injury.
Yeah, it was on the end of the bench. It may not be as bad as it first looked. When I first saw it, I thought there may even be a break there. Here's Boris Dior. Nice shot off the glass.
Well, there's 4:48 remaining here in the 8th final of the FIBA World Championship between France and Turkey. And somehow they've gone traveling on Nando De Colo, who didn't seem to have possession. It's a tough call on him. Here we go. Look at this. I mean, he was... Well, actually, I think that was a good call. It was almost a jump ball situation. He could have called the jump.
Well, he was actually forced to move his pivot feet. In fact, he did establish 2 pivot feet, if he can do that kind of thing.
France in a very active 2-3 zone. Cenk Akyol still in the game for Turkey. One of the huge talents as a youngster, Cenk Akyol, but Ilyasova in the corner. Good D from Boris Dior. De Colo has his head up, looking for the open man. He's going to go in. He's going to pass it back to Albasi. Into the corner. Albasi breaks it in, hands it off, and out of bounds. Too unselfish, and they turn it over.
The story of the game as far as France are concerned. Great zone offense until the last second, and they stepped out of bounds.
17 turnovers for France now. Goulet, who becomes a central figure now, especially with Kuncheri injured. It means he's going to get more minutes. Semi Erden backs up Alain Kofi. Goes baseline. Back outside to Goulet. Oh, man. Did he come to play tonight? Sinan Goulet.
With a bigger man all over him as well. Right in his face, and he still buried the 3.
15 points for Sinan Goulet. That was his first 3-pointer, so he's done a little bit of everything. Albasi. De Colo. How come Albasi doesn't look for his shot more? Dior. And Kofi keeps it alive, and a rare second chance opportunity for France. Jalabal. Over to De Colo for 3. Good. And Albasi comes up and threatens to come up with a steal, but look at the control from Goulet. It's almost like he's putting on a dribbling clinic out there. Cenk Akyol for 3. Good. 9 of 19. 47% for Turkey, and they are on fire from long range.
But with 2:46 to go in the 4th, the fact of the matter is that France are actually leading this period by 1 point. So they made a good effort in the dying stages of the game, but it was the middle stage when they gave up 12 points, actually 16 points of that required.
Albasi with the 3-pointer. I mean, he's had a few open looks and he hasn't taken them. You know, we had the big game in the opener. I think it was the opener against Spain. But he seemed much more like the distributor. But if you look at the 3-point shooting there, both teams now shooting it well. And Goulet, how in the world, several times he's dribbled in with the big man right behind him and hasn't been bothered at all. And Goulet now with the steal, and look at the speed. And Goulet called for the foul.
Goulet, it's the left hand actually. He protects the ball so well with his body. Here we go. There's the protection, and nice soft touch off the glass.
And he's going to get a standing ovation. Sinan Goulet as he exits the game. Well deserved. And really, I think he was the man that basically did kind of knock France out in that second quarter. When he came into the game, he had in the first half 8 points. And just brought a lot of energy to that Turkish defense. Aramis checks into the game, number 6 for Turkey. Nice stroke from Nando De Colo, but Probably going to be too little, too late.
Yeah, Vincent Collet going to his bench now. Fabien Causeur getting a little bit of what's commonly known as garbage time.
Chinkakyol.
Edwin Jackson on as well for France.
Yep, exciting guard. Edwin Jackson, number 9. And Ogo Saba. And he tries to get the alley-oop there. Edwin Jackson up ahead to Albasi. Albasi thinks about it, takes it in, and tries to do a little bit too much, but it ends up with Boris Diaw who hits the 3. And really, people are going to look at this game and think, well, gosh, France shot the ball well from long range, but really the big difference is the fact that Turkey hit a lot of three-pointers when they were pulling away. These are what I would call garbage threes. And Aramis drives in and gets a chance for yet another three-point play. It's happened so many times for Turkey that they're going to have to come up with a stat. Three-point plays. Gosh, how in the world did he make that? They failed to convert it. So 5 three-pointers for France here in the 4th quarter. Fabien Causeur up over to Boris Diaw again, and he hits it. So that's 6 three-pointers here in the 4th quarter.
Boris Diaw, great player that he is. You can see the look of disappointment on his face. He personally has had a good game.
Well, he has, but he's also been one of those French players that really struggled against that Turkish pressure. He has 4 turnovers, as does Nando De Colo. I mean, everybody in the French team seems like they've turned it over at least once. Some of them twice. Semierden, 2 and 3 on the shot clock, and the final minute of this game, which has been bossed by Turkey, as everyone expected.
Now that's happened a couple of times actually. France have played good defense down to 3-4 seconds on the shot clock and then fouled. And that is so aggravating for a coach.
France are going to have to rebuild. Well, not so much rebuild, but just regroup and get ready for the Eurobasket next year. Turkey will be there as well, but France...
Oh, lovely out of bounds.
Yep, as they inbound it, France have made no secret. They've really talked up the fact that they want to be at the Olympics in London in 2012 as Diaw picks up his 4th foul.
Yeah, it'd be a short trip for France, wouldn't it?
It would. They could just take the shuttle or boat. Or they could take one of those little plane things that you can fly. What do you call them? They could glide over. But the question is, who will be in that French team next year? Will Tony Parker play to try to qualify for the Olympics? Will Joachim Noah? We'll have to wait and see. Albasi up to Causeur. Take it, Fabien. Kofi from the corner. And Diaw keeps it alive to Causeur. And he shows he's got it, the left-hander.
Yeah,
93-77.
Coming off the bench, that's how to get yourself on the score sheet.
Auguste Savaz over to Semierden. Final half minute of what, even though it's been a pretty decisive victory, it's still been an exciting night because we've been able to experience this with Turkey's fans.
Ilyasova
with the dunk. 14 seconds. And I think what you're going to say now is au revoir, France. As they leave and return home, they're going to have to watch the rest of this one on TV. And I think there's a pretty good bet they're going to watch at least a couple more games maybe of this Turkish team, who's going to be facing Slovenia next in the quarterfinals. Turkey have won it at a canter, 95-77 over France. This Turkish machine, built for the FIBA World Championship, is now just 3 wins away from a gold medal. Too early to talk about gold, but you have to say they are one of the teams that is contending for that place at the top of the podium.
Well, it's all coming to a head for Turkey. Been building up for 6 years now. And they have beaten comprehensively a very, very good French team. And the thing is, they did it on defense.
They absolutely strangled the French with that 2-3 zone. Any coach that has watched this game tonight will know that Turkey have got incredibly big players down low. They've got active guards. It remains to be seen, though, if one of those very important guards, Kerem Country, is going to be able to play in the next game against Slovenia. The Slovenians themselves, I think, have a good chance against Turkey, particularly because of the play of Goran Dragic, but that's a long way away. Right now, it's all about savoring what was a decisive win, 18 points, and really complete domination.
Yeah, the stats there at the bottom, 12 turnovers for Turkey, 17 against France, forced by the defense, and 9 steals for Turkey compared to 4.
And the stat, remember, that you don't see the points off turnovers, 21 points for Turkey off turnovers, and most of those, when they were taking control and had taken control, they're early in the second half.
Well, the proudest man in the room must be Bojan Tanjevic, coach to Turkey, taken him 6 years, and he's very, very close now
to legendary status, I might add. Well, he's already almost a legend.
Yeah, I just wonder whether he's going to come up against some other kind of defense in the next round, because he's shown people what he can do now on defense, and he's such a wily old fox, you know. He may come up with something else.
Look at the name there, though. You see Turkoglu, you know that name. But if you don't watch European basketball...
Dear PSP, check out this sweet game I got.